And welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, November 20th, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. This time of year, along with everything else, very unusual compared to ever before. When we are no longer attached to our possessions or our ideas about those possessions, we suddenly become free from everything. And I think people get confused about this because being non-attached doesn't mean you don't care or that you're not going to manifest or create in reality more things. Being free from attachment means being free from your mind, and it allows you to refine your desires and look at what truly matters and live your life truly without fear. And letting go of all this stuff and better things will be created into reality, moving energy and form, manifest your way. So in other words, you let go of any attachments to your possessions or your ideas about those possessions, and you're lifted, so to speak. You're not burdened. You don't feel burdened. Have you ever noticed that in your life? Have you ever been in a situation where you don't have anything, and it's releasing or free and light because your mind isn't fixated on this and that, and having to do this, support that, get this, take care of that, so on and so forth. And there's nothing there. So your attention is empty, so to speak, in a good way, because you're not attached to everything, to what you have and your possessions and all of that. You enjoy them, but you're not attached with them. And the reason that you're not is because you're not doing it through the mind. Through the mind. Remember, the mind, the ego. Illusions. The mind is an illusion that creates another illusion, the ego. And none of us are exempt from that. But we become more clear with ourselves. We decide for ourselves. Okay, so that means that I let go of all this stuff in my life, all my possessions and everything. Doesn't mean you're selling them or getting rid of them or anything like that. It means that you detach. And let's put it this way. This is if you say you have something, excuse me, and you don't. You're attached, which means you covet. But then you say to yourself, I'm not attached to that. I enjoy it and everything. But if it was gone tomorrow, it wouldn't be a big deal. That's being detached through the heart mind. It's not an issue. You're not worried, stressing, and fearing about losing your stuff. Say? And a lot of us do that. We fixate or attach to stuff, to things. And it gets heavy. It gets, for a lot of people, it gets really heavy. Now, they don't know that. It's not like they're, cognizant of it. They just feel burdened. There's a lot of people that have a lot of stuff, and they feel burdened with it. And a lot of stuff, people that have, they don't use the stuff, but they have the stuff. And then they go get more stuff. And so what we do is that we in the event that you're in a position to have stuff, but you begin to realize is that once you detach from the stuff, then better stuff comes in without you even directing your attention to it. So it's gently, not ripping it away, but gently letting go of the physical world. This is part of our transition as a civilization, and for ourselves, each of us, is letting go, detaching detaching from the physical world, all the things and everything, all that stuff. And if you ever notice it when you see something, especially this time of year, you see something and I get that, like that. And you get it, and then you're, okay, this is happy, and then it just fades out. Then there's something else, and there's something else. But that's attachment. But if you generally let go of the physical world, you're really not attached to anything. You're not. You flow, you enjoy things, you interact with things, you acquire, but you're not mentally attached to it from the physical perspective. We're just not. So it's interesting perspective for a lot of people that they just don't. How do I put it? They don't know that they're. Let's put it this way. They don't know that they're attached to things because we're so connected to stuff that we don't know that we're connected. Which is really interesting. So we don't know we don't know we're connected. So it's something to focus on. In this existence that we're in. Something to really focus on. And to see if you can let go of things. Not getting rid of them, not selling them off or anything, but not being emotionally attached. Now, if you look at how we attract things, it's like, number one, stop trying to manifest. Realize that you already are a super powerful manifesting machine, creating in reality, moving energy into form. So you don't have to try so hard to create what you want. If you were just to relax, enjoy the ride, and allow your desires to unfold on their own accord, it's like anything in this world. If we are gripping on too tightly and trying too hard, we are living without trust and obscure the goal-making life much more challenging than it truly is. Trying comes from hoping, which eventually leads to hopelessness and desperation, struggle, and fruitless results. The trying energy contains the ingredients of fear, insecurity, and a feeling of lack in this divine connection within each and every one of us. Now, the omnipotently powerful, we are supreme reality, each of us. So when we move energy, create energy in form, we're like manifesting master magicians in each and every one of us. It's so powerful because we are relaxed, trusting, and know the core is already perfect, aligned with this divine creative connection. And there's no doubt at all, not even a speck of doubt, hesitation, or anxiety at all. None. Zero. There's only the deep knowing and belief in the law of attraction. And it's simply put, you're the magnet. That's it. You are the super omnipotently powerful magnet. You're the attraction. You're the law of attraction. So positive outcomes on the outer result from positive feelings on the inner. So if you could visualize yourself as this, like you're just magnetized all the time, 24/7, never wanes, never dissipates, always super powerful. And see, when we follow this magical formula, our lives can only develop greater wisdom, love, abundance, and freedom. See, and our power is a choice. Power is a choice. So don't be afraid to use your power. You're creating into reality, your manifesting power, because it is needed on your path to find true freedom or to discover true freedom. Real freedom is not available for those of us who deny our power and choose to remain in our own internal prison. The people who are living the life of their dreams are doing so because they chose to empower themselves by believing in their dream. A very firm decision was made inside themselves that this one life is not going to last forever, and they must take advantage of this creative opportunity while it is here. Only from a conscious, empowered place can we open up to receiving the most rich, loving, abundant, healing experiences life has to offer each and every single one of us. See, all of us are already intimately connected. Success in life can only manifest through being connected to the one universal source. All failure, poverty, and sickness in life comes from feeling and thinking you are separate from this one source. And when the mind ego gets in the way, it does with all of us. None of us are exempt from this, no matter if our ego dictates, oh no, I've got this down, I understand. So when the mind ego gets in the way, believing it is superior or inferior, it blocks our manifesting flow of energy. Creating into reality energy, moving energy into form. Manifesting comes naturally and effortlessly to those who are not creating a division in themselves, thinking any part of them is unloved, unwanted, abandoned, or unworthy of success on any level. The moment we separate ourselves, we negate our connection to Source and meet head-on with strife and struggle. Feeling connected to the one universal God Source is the foundational ingredient needed for becoming a master of creating into reality, moving energy into form, or manifesting. And from the master's perspective, desires may manifest or they may not. And it really doesn't matter. The master doesn't care so much about the desired physical outcome because the real goal is to feel connected with God right now. It is always the same. And we all of us, I think for the majority of us on the planet, the essential goal of life is to be happy. When we are aligned with this life, when we're aligned with this understanding, the essential goal of life is to be happy. Life aligns with us. Magical things are created in reality when we are deeply happy inside with who we are, exactly the way we are, and the way our life is. So when we are not attached to thinking that manifesting our desires is then going to make us happy, then we are free. So when we are not attached to thinking that manifesting our desires is then going to make us happy, then we are free. The masters that we all will become to the manifesting master inside us knows, of course, that we may become momentarily happy when a desire manifests, yet this happiness is minuscule compared to the deeply loving sensation of being connected to the infinite source within each and every one of us. Being detached from the outcome. How many of us are detached from outcomes? How many of us are drawn through the ego mind to be attached to outcomes, to have expectations? Whenever you're attached to a certain outcome to bring you happiness, which means you're looking forward to something, you're excited about it, and you keep, you're focused on it. You are coming from a fearful, needy place and ultimately feeling disconnected to your source. When you are simply relaxed with yourself at home in your being, able to rest in your heart, you naturally feel connected with your source. And this spiritual connection is already the foundation of your being and finding mastery within it. It is simply realizing what you already, always are. This divine connection really boils down to a moment-to-moment choice in this life. We are always choosing in each moment if we are or aren't connected. We are always choosing if we're coming from trust or fear. Our entire reality is defined in this now moment. You can choose to be happy, feel deeply at peace, empowered, and grateful for your life just as it is. You are the eternal choice maker of how you interpret the feelings arising in you and the thousands of thoughts passing through you. Attachment is the most powerful way to stop your desires from being created into reality, manifesting. Attachment is happening every time your body feels tense, tight, stressed, confused, upset, or grumpy. Attachment is happening every time your body feels tense, tight, stressed, confused, upset, or grumpy. Every time you're not experiencing great joy, you are attached to something. It will feel like you are swimming against the river. In other words, upstream, fighting the current and trying to force something to happen by pure will alone. And what's the payoff you're getting for remaining attached to these desires, dreams, or beliefs? Find out what it takes to let go and trust in the divine process of life. Whenever you feel anything that is not connected to ease and joy, just ask yourself the simple question: what am I attached to? Your freedom and enlightenment is as simple as that. You ask yourself, when you start feeling these things through the heart-mind, you start saying, what am I attached to? Know that you are beyond all desire. To fully master this world of manifesting starts with a test of how well you can have a burning desire for something, yet not get lost in the fire of that desire. Okay, have you ever done that? To fully master the world of manifesting, creating into reality, moving energy into form, is how well you can have a burning desire for something and not get lost in the fire of that desire. It's like walking that fine edge between living in this world, yet not of this world. The secret to walking this edge is relaxing into this pure, untainted awareness that is looking through your eyes and listening through your ears. This is your only hope for freedom, as it can become very easy to get consumed in the excitement, thrill, fear, and wild energy that surrounds your desires. We all want to be truly alive, and when desire hits us, everything lights up. Yet, it is the real master who can feel the fire, honor the passionate heat, and not get cooked by the intensity of the juicy outcome or what you expect will manifest. The master chooses instead to be constantly warmed and nourished by the warm, pulsating heart of the great source within. Feel ecstatic that there is no end to life, that when you have reached on one peak and suddenly another peak starts challenging, a higher one and a more arduous climb and a more dangerous reach, and when you will have reached the other peak, another peak, and another peak, it is in eternal Himalayas of life, as I've stated before also. I think the most interesting dimension to shifting our consciousness is within the melting and merging of polar opposite experience. When we feel our deepest connection to the source, we are also allowing our worst limiting feelings and beliefs to arise. It's always in our darkest hour when the brightest light shines in. The change in perception hits us when we are no longer fixated on a polarizing perspective, meaning the instant we detach from gripping onto a harsh experience, we create space for gentle, healing feelings to flow in. It is in this meeting of opposites, the melting of polarity, that we transcend all absolutes and discover what real freedom is about. Recognize the enlightened, manifesting master inside you and step into playing this role in your life. Find out what is stopping you from taking your next step into becoming truly free. What will it take to follow these principles above and begin to live the laws of creating into reality of manifesting? Play with your beliefs. Notice which ones you are attached to and hold on to throughout your day. Get to know yourself. Understand what is causing all the suffering in your life. If perhaps you don't know what this is, just seek out what you are attached to. So ask yourself again, what am I attached to? What limiting thoughts, beliefs, and feelings do I have around these attachments? And when you find what's causing the most pain in your life, you can liberate yourself from it. You will see that behind every experience of suffering, some form of attachment is found. It is an inevitability. And beware of attachments. Yet more importantly, be aware of where they came from. And when you investigate them, you may find there are many, many, many tiny little desires and attachments to those desires, which are running your entire life. The good news is that the more you are aware of these attachments, the easier it is to step back from them and not buy into their story. Freedom from attachment is what gives you tons of extra energy and focus to consciously create the reality, manifest your desires. Once you're truly detached from all fiery desired outcomes, you will never become upset, irritable, and unhappy with the world. This is part of our mastership. And it's very important to remember that being detached does not mean being disconnected or not caring about your future. That's really crucial, important to know. This is a very fine line to walk, and learning to dance along it is what makes you a master. After the day is done, it all comes down to how deep do you feel connected to this one universal source that is creating who you truly are. Living 24 hours a day from that all-loving space, you won't need to be attached to any outcome to find happiness. You will be the source of happiness itself. And then manifesting your desires for money, love, a car, a house, relationships, etc. all occurs effortlessly on its own accord because you are at one with the source itself. Now, many of us, we do the opposite. We hang on, we possess, we fixate. You are born with a tremendous possibility of intelligence. You are born with a light within you. Listen to the still, small voice within that will guide you. Nobody else can guide you. No matter what you think, nobody outside of you can guide you. Only you. You are utterly irreplaceable. Osho. It's the opposite of what this civilization has been taught. In order to acquire anything in the physical universe, you have to relinquish your attachment to it. It doesn't mean that you give up your intention to create your desire. You don't give up the desire. You give up your attachment to the result. Detaching. And through this meditation, through your heart, mind, motion picture, watch this. We can all participate in the world, but we do not have to be of the world. And that's the same in 5D, or 6, or 7, or 8, or 9, or 10, or 11, or 12, or onward. We can participate in the world, but not be of the world. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies. We relax our bodies through intent. And we are the master of our bodies, or this is what we're working towards with ourselves, mastering the body, the physical form. And we listen to it, and we're intimately involved with it, and we become knowledgeable more and more of it and how it functions and operates, and how to come to its aid, and how to do certain things with the body. So knowing this, you relax. How do you relax? You let go. You de-stress. So you just let go, you detach from the many things. You relax. You let all of the tensions, stresses, and fears that your super powerful magnet has attracted. You know, it's like you're walking down a narrow path, and all these things are just like boom, 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 sticking to you. And there's so many sticking to you that you just lose track and get confused, and you feel heavy, burdened. So you let them go. You reverse the field of your magnetism and let them just fly away. You only attract that which is within you, the God, the pure consciousness, your true happiness. And everything else, it's a cinch. It really is. So the body relaxes head to toe, inside and out. Picture yourself, as I've used this before, you have a river, and this is your life. This is how you determine your life in this world, and not of this world. So you're in a boat. You have no oars. You're comfortably laying back. You got your feet up on one of the seats. Your arms up the sides of the boat. And the current is just pulling you, taking you. You have no clue where, but you have complete confidence through the heart, mind, and the universe that it will be phenomenal. You have no attachments and no expectations. Total trust in the universe. But as you're doing that, you're kind of, you're just looking over to your left, and you see all these people in these boats, oars, heavy gear, and their beet red faces sopping wet, breathing heavy, just churning away, fighting that current. Deep water foam and current and splashing and bouncing, and they're fighting every single foot they get. Sometimes the current pushes them back. And you're watching that, and that's their decision to fight upstream in their life. Yours is just downstream. And they're so preoccupied that they don't even notice that you're passing them by. That's the relaxation of this world for yourself, of letting go and detaching, and having the confidence in the universe and the God within you that all is in proper order, always. So as the body relaxes, we move into the now. And the now, really, no matter how much our ego minds argue with us, is all we have. We create our future in the now. Do we have a past? If we determine that we want to attach to a past, we have a past. Or we choose to say, I don't have a past, I've already experienced a past. That's why it's the past. I experienced it in the now, and it is now gone. So the past really is non-existent. It doesn't exist. It's over. But yet we are led to believe through the ego mind that it does exist. So you can go visit it. You can reminisce and keep bringing it up. Live in it at times. Justify. That's the ego, remember. That is your ego. Pulling you constantly in the past and different events. They could be 50, 60 years ago. But you're still bringing them up as if they're in the now. That's the ego. That's the ego mind. So you've already experienced the past. You're happy about it. That's it. Some of us still are seduced to reminisce in the past instead of reminiscing in the now. So we go in the past, in a song or conversation, and we bring it up because the ego pulls it up through us, dictates to the heart mind, so we pull it up and we rehash it. We go through it again. We bring it up again and again and again. Now, some of us will take a past, we'll bring it into a future that doesn't exist, we'll create that future from that past, we'll relive that past in that future. There's a lot of people on the planet doing that. Some of us will just keep wandering off in the future, wondering, what if this, what if that? I wonder what would happen with this and that. But the now, everybody keeps stepping over. They're not in the now. So as you move into the now, it is the space between heartbeats. It is the moment to moment of your existence in this life. It is to still the mind and the ego. It is to move through the heart mind and through the God, the pure consciousness that you are deep within. Only the focus of the moment is what creates the future. Only the focus of the moment, the consciousness, the cognizance, the clarity, the focus of the moment. Always a deep gratitude to the focus in the moment. Moment to moment. That's it. And then when you do, you know when you're in the now. But then all of us, none of us are exempt. Kind of, these thoughts come in and then we wander off. And the ego mind keeps trying to pull you to wander off. You wander off. So how do you focus on the now? How do you bring yourself to focus and practice of being in the now? Your breath. Your divine positive energy. Okay, so your breath is a lot more than just breath, than just oxygen. It's highly powerful. Remember, a centimeter square in just space has enough power to boil the oceans of this entire planet. So it gives you an understanding, an intimate understanding of the power that you are within. So the space between heartbeats, the now, your breath, divine positive energy, focus on your breathing whenever you want to cement yourself in the now, moment to moment. You're not thinking about 2 years from now. You're not thinking about an hour from now. You're not thinking about 2 years ago, 50 years ago. You're only thinking about the now. through the heart mind. Now, the divine positive energy, our breath, that we take in easily through our noses and then easily let out through our mouths, is super powerful. And we combine it with our God, life, force, love, light energy, which is our chi, ki, prana, our life force. And we move it up through 7 colored wheels of light from the base of our spine all the way up to the tops of our heads. These are conduits. They are energy vortexes. They connect to the astral plane. They connect spiritually, physically, back and forth. And we bring this powerful source energy through the center of our bodies, and we start with the root chakra, the Muladhara, career, money, mindset, sense of belonging. This is a red wheel of light. Each one has a flower. Every flower is different. In the center of each flower is a different geometrical shape. So the root chakra represents our foundation and feeling of being in the now. It's at the base of the spine and the tailbone area. Emotional issues, survival issues such as financial independence, money and food, physical associations, spine, rectum, legs, arms, and circulatory system. Then we move to the sacral chakra, the orange wheel of light, the Vajrayana, sexuality and pleasure. It's our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. If you don't accept you with open arms and a full body hug, how are you going to accept others? And if you don't embrace new experiences, how will you ever advance? It's a lower abdomen, 2 inches below the navel, 2 inches in. Emotional issues are sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, and sexuality. Physical associations, reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, immune system. Then we move to the golden yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura, personal power, ability to channel. It's our ability to be confident and in the flow of our lives. The mastering is the detachment. There's no expectations. Upper abdomen, the stomach area. Emotional issues are self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem. Our physical association is central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, skin. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the anahata, love, relationships, and self-acceptance. This is our ability to love. It's the center of our chest, just above the heart. Emotional issues are love, joy, and inner peace. Many of us do not have inner peace because we're so embroiled in external physical world. Physical association is heart, thymus, lower lung, circulatory system, immune system. Then we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha, self-expression, our ability to communicate. Its location is the throat. Emotional issues, communication, self-expression of feelings, the truth, physical association, thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. Then we move to the third eye chakra, the ajna, the indigo wheel of light, intuition, sense of purpose, and direction in our life. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Some of us will see the trees through the forest through the trees. Some of us will see one or the other, or all of it, or none of it. Location is the forehead between the eyes. It's basically the brow chakra, between the brow. Emotional issues are intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and to make decisions. Physical association, pituitary gland, eyes, and sinuses. Then we move to the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. Connection to the divine. It's the highest chakra. It represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually to the God source. the source creation within us. It's the very top of our heads. Inner and outer beauty is emotional issues. How we perceive ourselves, our connection to spirituality and pure bliss. It is our divine, pure connection through detachment and elimination of expectations in this world and not of this world. Pure, intimate embrace and deep relationship with the God within us. Physical associations, pineal gland, brain, and nervous system. Now, we brought these omnipotently powerful energies, our divine positive energy, our God force, life, light, love energy, our chi, our ki, all the way up to the tops of our heads. And we hold this briefly. I am light, I am love, I am. And in that brief moment, we compress and condense these into pure liquid energy, omnipotently powerful, and we release it over our pineal glands. Pineal glands are very important to all of us while we're in these bodies. It is the gateway to all the particles of existence. It is the gateway to pure consciousness, the God, and beyond. It is the gateway to the astral plane and beyond. Now, no matter how much we've been under attack since the beginning of these bodies, from their first creation of these physical forms, we've been under attack with these pineal glands, calcification, aluminum, all the chemical suppression that they can possibly put to deter our awakening. Now, you can look at the pineal gland any way you choose through your heart, mind's motion picture, because you're the choreographer, the director, the producer, the actor, the actress, and everything in that picture, in that motion picture. I see it as a rosebud green ball, and as soon as they release this pure liquid energy over it, it immediately explodes into a beautiful, fully bloomed rose with multicolored petals, beautiful fragrance, shimmering and sending out warm waves of knowing, of love, of peace, of contentment. And suddenly, all of the blocks, all of the locks, all of the things that we could not see are right in front of us. Everything and everything, nothing and nothing. And then we are all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. We're also consciously aware that we are of and from the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we're merged, we're one, the heart mind, even the ego mind, the body, the God, the pure consciousness, the higher self, the soul, the spirit, and we're heaven on earth. And every step we take with the brightness of our light, we create paradise. We have others with us. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. We have the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Pel, Thought, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. And they are both consciously aware that they are of and from the highest and deepest, 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 eternal love, and deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. Now, the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, and archetypes, they're a civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do. We don't see them like we see each other, for the most part, but we do interact with them a whole heck of a lot. Most of the time when we're interacting with them, we don't realize it until after, and then it dawns on us through our heart minds. That was not just a happen interaction, that was an angel. And then you have a little sliver of bliss that comes out from within you and bathes you. Thousands of them can surround any one of us at any one time. Due to their vibrational frequency, they can hold a large number in a small area. The ascended masters, ascension into body, out of body, and whole pure consciousness God form. We are ascending into body, mastering physical form, creating our experiences in this life so that we can perfect our creations. And are we all part of each other? Yes, we are. Angels are us, we are the angels. Ascended masters are us, we are the ascended masters. Because we're all one. How can you not be? Now, we are compelled to reach out to all of the other facets and aspects of ourselves. Reflections from Source Creator, from pure consciousness, from God, and beyond. So we call out to all light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the googolplexes. One googolplex fills this entire universe. They come in trillions of googolplexes from every direction, and they're with us now. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, agartha, and beneath earth. Many civilizations and species. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a handful of them, barely. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. Trillions travel through the universes every day. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, this includes all the levels and all the species of these civilizations. The good, the not so good, and the bad. And understand that only those that are with us in this meditation are those of the highest vibrational frequency of deepest eternal love and gratitude. The rest cannot sustain themselves with us. So we have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Zeta Reticuli, the Feline, the Greys, the Nords, Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. We'd be here for days naming them all. They've been assisting us in our evolution, our enlightenment, our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and forming the circle of light. They come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms, on, in, above, and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of this circle of light. Now we're only familiar with a handful of them. barely. They come in trillions, shapes, colors, sizes, forms, and configurations of which many we have never, ever seen. You have the fairies, the sprites, the elves, gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur. Many, many, many more. They come in the trillions, and they are with us now. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods, one. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance. And we're all one. And we're all God, pure consciousness. And we're all love. And our God, life force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We form a massive circle of light around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this liberation of this planet, this civilization. It is so massive, it is the love, the pure consciousness, the gods within all of us. It is so brilliant, it grays out the darkness of space. It would take 1,000 billion suns in this solar system, even compared to its radiance. Omnipotently powerful, immeasurable, pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude flooding this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, this meditation, this liberation. All life, the highest supreme value in the universe. Lifting the vibrational frequencies ever so much higher. Total liberation of the civilization. The higher dimensional frequency of deep eternal love and gratitude. Now, we begin to ascend above the planet, and we're met with a gossamer field. This is an ocean of glitter. And it is little mirrors reflecting all of us gathered in this meditation from everywhere, everything and everything, nothing and nothing. All reflecting each other, all different facets and aspects of all of us as one. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column that reminds us all is that we are the power of healing. We're then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We're then met with the white fire. This is the column that reminds us all that from head to toe, inside and out, perpetually, we are protected with a white fire armor of God force, love, light, energy that is impregnable. Any external power, authority, force cannot even come near it. We are protected 24/7. But only you have the power, only you, that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough through hatred, greed, manipulation, deceit, anger, fear, frustration, hurriedness, attachment, expectation, you will lower your vibrational frequency low enough, creating a breach in your white fire armor, enough so allowing all of the dark, lower matter dark frequencies and survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. Now, if you do decide to do this, you are immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is the column that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutralized substance, send them back to pure consciousness where they are vaporized and no more, as if they never existed. We're then met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can harmonize, cleanse, and purify the area where the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies work, sealing our breach in our white fire armor, restoring our vibrational harmony into the highest of deepest eternal love and gratitude. We're then met with a golden white pink light. This is a column that reminds us all that we are the sunsets. We are the sunrises. We are the sun. We are the sunlight. We are the warmth. We are the rain. We are the rainbow. We're the snow. We're the trees. We're the forest. The animals, the sky and the clouds. We are everything. All that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Some of us, as we continue to ascend above the planet, will step outside our physical forms if we're carrying physical form and float effortlessly above them. We come into view of this massive crystalline light tower. We created this tower. It's larger than the solar system. And in the center of it, we see this massive oblong sphere, and with a beautiful golden white emanating light that's sending out warm mist, saturating us all of deep eternal love and gratitude. And then around it are other rings or bands of light, vibrant colors, all sending out their warmness, saturating, flooding, and bathing us all. Each one is different. Gratitude, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, prosperity, unending good health, wealth, joy, happiness. These are all reflections of the core essence of our beings. At the top is a golden ocean. We designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, flooding us all. Inside now, above and below, perpetually. This golden ocean is us. We are drops of the golden ocean. We hold the essence of this ocean. The ocean is the drops. The drops are the ocean. There is no separation. Separation is the illusion. We are the love. We see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We all created this sphere. Almost 3 years ago, it said center circle. It houses over 1,000 of our meditations and vibrational frequency perpetually, flooding, saturating, lifting, transforming, transcending all of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies on, in, above, and below this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Transforming this planet into a pure paradise, a God planet, where every one of us shine our light outward, flooding each other with deep, pure, eternal love and gratitude, endlessly. That's why this meditative sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. Feel in the quiet of this meditation. See it, feel it through your heart minds, through your motion pictures in your heart minds. The detachment, the letting go, not to be of this world, but you can be in it, but not of it. To just let go of all your physical attachments, all your physical expectations, and bathe in the reality of the God and the love and the bliss and the joy and the abundance and the prosperity that you, each and every one of us, truly are. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. bring about peace. That which results in peace is the highest perfection. Take this with you for the rest of the day and